Perfect, that's a wrap.
Hello my darlings and welcome to my monthly wrap up of the month of November. So as usual, I will give you one sentence reviews for all the books I read. I will also give you my TBR for December, and I will begin with the statistics. There are vlogs where I give my proper reviews for every single book I read, so if you want a bigger review, just watch one of the vlogs. Now, this month I read a total of 24 books. It is less than usual because I was just spending too much time stressing about my problems. I had a lot of things go wrong for me this month, and that's why I didn't have as much time for reading. But let's talk about those 24 books. So I read 4,420 pages, which equates to 148 pages per day. My average rating this month was a 3.38, so a little bit lower than I would like, but always room for improvement. The genres that were most read this month were horror, sci-fi, fantasy. I had one 5-star read this month only, but still 5 stars great. I mostly read backlist. 9 of them were new releases. In regards to format, 9 were physical books and 14 were ebooks. I did not listen to any audiobooks. 12 were from the library, 7 of them I purchased, and 4 were gifted to me. My favorite cover of this month was If You're Seeing This, It's Meant For You by Lee Stein, and I think the cover artist is Sunny Chu. I don't know why it's so hard to try and find who the cover artist is. You think that the publishers would list that, but they don't, but I think that's who did it. And for Chanel's chapter challenge, it was newest November, so a new release or most recent edition. And for that, I'm choosing Blood on Her Tongue by Johanna van Veen because that was a book that I bought and a book that was published this year. So let's get on to my reviews. So we'll start with Blood on Her Tongue by Johanna van Veen, Twins Before Sins. Eurydice Speaks by Claire Gaskin. Poetry so sharp it could cut Orpheus's string. Silver Cloak by L.K. Stephen. This was my 5-star read of the month. Blood, betrayal, BDSM. Just another Tuesday. The Island of Last Things by Emma Slowly. These zookeepers keep their animals well fed. Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph White. Repent. The queer apocalypse is here. The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Brigitte Knightley. Stab Me, Roast Me, Love Me. The Wear of My Face by Liz Murphy. Australian Suburbia, but make it existential. The Future Library by Peng Shepherd. When the Last Forest Whispers. Will We Listen? An Embroidery of Old Maps Anew by Angela Costi. From Cyprus to Melbourne, Stories That Weave Together. May we all remember our yayas. Sing by Karen Tidback. Birdsong Gone Wrong. The Women of Wild Hill by Kirsten Miller. One family line of women is responsible for taking down the entire patriarchy. Go Off, I Guess. One Level Down by Mary G. Thompson. Keep Daddy Happy or Get Deleted. Beasts by Ingvild Bergland. Run, Hide, Hope. Ducked by Rebecca Massey and Adeline Graves. Fuck a Duck and Find Out. Faulty by Nicole Parker. Don't Push Me, Push a Push Pup. Not gonna lie, I'm kinda traumatized. Hayseed by Vera Valentine. Shuck That Corn, Ladies. A Tree, a reader on arboreal kinship, edited by Marjolaine Vanderloo for Tree Huggers. The Hanged Man by Francesca Leah Block. Dark, Dreamy Daddy Issues. If You're Seeing This, It's Meant For You by Lee Stein. You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. To Clutch a Razor by Veronica Roth. Come for the Baba Yaga. Stay for the Generational Trauma. 17 Names for Skin by Ronald Blackburn. When Your Glow Up is Literal and Horrifying. The Nothing That Is by Kyle Winkler. Tonight's special, Despair a la carte. We Love You Bunny by Mona Awad. Bleach My Brain After This Bad Book, Bunny. Horseman, A Tale of Sleepy Hollow by Christina Henry. Coming of Age, Coming Out, and Coming Face to Face with Your Local Undead Legend. In the Darkest Midnight by Grace Draven. Beauty is in the Eye of the Swordmaster. But why she gotta be 15 when they first meet, guys? Ew. Those are all the books I read, and now let's get on to my TBR. So I've chosen 3 definites, and we have I'm Not Disappointed, Just Mad, aka The Heaviest Couch in the Known Universe by Daryl Gregory. 2 stoners, 1 couch, and a full-scale intergalactic invasion. Watch out, galaxy. We then have The Slip by Merriam-Webster. Darkly funny and salt-stung stories about the people, ghosts, and eels who slip through our grasp. Cosmic Comics by Italo Calvino. The universe is weird, love is eternal, and litfic has been around to witness it all. Atoms gossip, galaxies flirt, and physics gets existentially dramatic. I'm now going to shuffle a tarot deck, pick 3 cards, and then find 3 books to suit. Okay, I pulled the High Priestess card. This is actually one of my favorite cards in this deck. And the prompt for this one is read a mystery book, which is probably one of the genres I read the most of. But I did find something. I borrowed it recently and it is classified as a mystery, and that is S by J.J. Abrams. So in this, 2 nerds flirt via the margins and accidentally uncover a literary conspiracy. Supposedly, it's like You've Got Mail, but with footnotes, secret codes, and existential dread. I've got to get us the thesaurus, see if there are any other words for existential, because I actually don't know any, and I use that word a lot because I don't know if there's anything equivocal linguistically. I should look that up and expand my vocabulary. I then drew the Queen of Cups card, and the prompt for the Queen of Cups is read a queer book. Easy peasy, most of my TBR is queer, but I did just also borrow Orlando from the library, and that is by Jacqueline Harpman. This is a translated fiction, and I think this is about stealing your gender and living your best chaotic life. And then the final card I pulled was the 9 of Swords. I feel like it's kind of what I'm going through right now mentally, and this is read a horror book. So I've picked Girl Dinner by Olivia Blake. What if Greek life was literally a blood pact? Girl Dinner is like if Mean Girls joined a coven, graduated with a gender studies minor, and started microdosing patriarchy for breakfast. So those were all the books I read this month. Comment down below what book you read this month or what your favorite book you read, if you managed to read a few, was. If you don't know what to comment down below, give me a purple heart emoji. And until next time, stay wild, Star Child.
That's a wrap, everybody.